Hello, good evening, Annihilation Overwatch League. Welcome to the stream. We have the Tier 4 Grand Finals happening tonight. It's the undefeated Spectrum going up against Low Ground Maine, who fought their way through the lower bracket to get here to this Tier 4 Grand Finals. I am Rain. I'm going to be your play-by-play caster tonight, and I'm joined by Arya, who I'm sure everybody's probably familiar with.
Hopefully. I mean, I'm here all the time.
Iconic. So tonight we can take a look at Spectrum's lineup here. This team, of course, like we said, undefeated. Winston fans all around. But no monkey business here. This team is here to win for sure. They've shown it all season long. Coming up against them, trying to knock down this Spectrum beast. It's Low Ground Maine, LGM. Roster on the screen. And yeah. Interesting to see what's gonna come of this. Obviously, it's no small feat to fight through a lower bracket, so LGM must have hopefully a little bit of gas left in the tank to go into this Tier 4 Grand Finals. Try to take it, and correct me if I'm wrong, Arya, this is the first season of Annihilation Overwatch?
It's actually season 3.
Season 3! Here we go, don't listen to Rain. Doesn't make it any less fun to win it all. So we'll see which team comes out on top, if it's going to be what it's been all season, or if maybe Low Ground Maine can pull a surprise here. And Arya, is this first to 4 here for Grand Finals? Is that right?
Yeah, so I'm pulling up the map pool on the screen. Real quick, there was something in chat said by a Skinny Wife. Yo, can we get a W in chat for Rain not streaming on the wrong Twitch this time?
I can't believe I'm getting called out like this. Yeah, I am not OBS savvy. Apologies for that. Hi, Skinny. Yeah, the map pool.
We start on Suravasa, actually, which is a first for the season, as we've been starting on Control, but we wanted to shake things up for Grand Finals. So our map pool is Suravasa, King's Row, Runasapi, Watchpoint, Throne of Anubis, Circuit Royale, and Lijiang Tower.
Okay, interesting. I like, yeah, starting on the Flashpoint map with something a little different. You don't see that often, but it's a fun map mode, and I think that both the maps that we have, you know that you're going to get quite a bit of time in either map, so it's a great first warm-up map. Heading into Suravasa now. Excited to see what these two teams will play. Do you have maybe some insight, Arya, on some of these team compositions?
Well, we did just happen to get a switch. The original lineup had Marlo and Rich as Spectrum's support line, and they did decide that they wanted to swap Marlo out for Eris last second. So I am not entirely sure what they're planning. If I were to guess, I mean, Eris is known for having been an ex-GM Lucia player, so it is likely that they're going to throw some dive in there, but I'm not entirely sure what they're thinking. Alright,
so Spectrum locking in on this Hazard. Eris potentially going to roll out on that Moira. That's interesting. Or we could just be getting trolled. Entirely possible. And then for LGM, a little bit more of a believable composition here. We do see the Hazard. I expect Kind probably going to sim TP out and swap back over to that Sojourn. So finally, doors are opening.
They of course switch. I was right.
Yeah.
Always the least.
No Moira on the field. So Spectrum rolling out on nearly a mirror composition, but we will have Duck on the Tracer instead of that Sojourn. Both teams leading towards the point here. Looks like Spectrum opting to get set up on the inside. We see the wall comes out. High Quality trying to just force out that Sojourn. Point is open though.
Killing it right now. They're just sending so many emotes talking about Marlo, who's not even in the map. Thank
Marlo.
You guys.
You know, you gotta be a popular person in Marlo. Fight on point here. It is going Spectrum's way. High quality gonna be able to find Duck. Cap actually gonna go over to LGM first here, despite Spectrum having 3 alive. Nice job from Zebra Cookie, just trying to stall out the point, but ultimately not going to be able to protect it. 18% gained for LGM. Spectrum starting to push up, take some percentage, take some space as well. I like Duck has nearly built up to this pulse bomb. Interesting to see what they're able to do with that. No other ultimates nearing completion. Oh, Duck's hiding. Rico is forced out, isn't able to find that stick onto Zebra. Nice peel from Saucer there. Keep their Lucio alive. And it's a nice split that LGM has going right now. Saucer onto the point, does not have his Lucio with him though. Baldric, nice job punishing that Genji once they notice he's out of position. And that's numbers game for Spectrum. Ultimately just gonna force LGM to get a regroup going here, and with these flashpoint maps, you want to get a regroup going sooner rather than later.
I'm actually having such an issue with having my mic unmuted because we realize Eris is across the room. I'm trying not to have his comms up on stream.
Alright, let's see. LGM's gonna be able to get the touch. Richards is gonna respond with a Kitsune Rush straight across the point for Spectrum. Saucer falls early. Overtime is ticking down. Looks like Zeta actually gonna opt to use this orbital ray, but numbers game is not in the favor of LGM, and it's just high quality trying to stay alive on this point. Q gonna find 2 there, and Spectrum gonna pick up the first point of Flashpoint. It's like the next point heading over towards Garden.
I'm actually surprised to see 0 composition changes.
True, yeah. We've been able to build up a bunch of ultimates here. Pulse Bomb does come out, connects onto Kind. Excellent from Duck, but in the meantime, the downpour committed from high quality. It does catch on to 2 members of Spectrum, unfortunately, for LGM, not able to confirm those kills. Aldrich falling low. Beat gonna be committed from Zebra here. Blade goes for, Saucer goes for the Blade as well, but Eris matching with the beat. Nice downpour, it connects on to Zebra. No speed now available for the side of LGM. Ooh, Kind gets a parting shot onto Eris though, so numbers now actually in the favor of LGM. Baldric falling so low on point. And that's a great job from LGM to be able to withstand a lot of ultimates from the side of Spectrum and then come back into this. However, at least Q does still have this overclock available. Duck already at 70%, getting a pulse bomb kill in the last fight, so really impressive from them.
Also, with the 80% for Rush, are probably going to use that as soon as they get it.
Yeah, let's see what Spectrum opt to do. It's an aggressive push here to start it out from Baldric and Eris. Not gonna confirm any kills, but it has split the members of LGM, and there we go. Zetair gonna fall. No Juno, no Sojourn. It is gonna be Q committing this overclock. Finds Saucer. Nice little slide there. Gets Zebra very low. Baldric's able to confirm that kill for their Sojourn, and it's just high quality. Dying on the point. 85% collected for LGM here. 1 fight territory if they can come back into this. You do have that orbital ray available. If Zetair can get a good position where they can really follow through with this orbital ray and not just have Eris speed Spectrum out of it, they can get some big value. Pushing forward through this hallway, nice. Orbital ray committed, goes towards the point, but it's another pulse bomb stick from Duck onto Kind in the meantime. Richards falls and Eris falls as well. No backline now for the side of Spectrum. Baldric will be able to trade out for Zetair, but it's looking like an LGM cleanup and potentially map point capture. We do see that Baldric though and team gonna be able to get the touch, and they have the Kitsune Rush, so Spectrum. And the Kitsune Rush Not quite gonna make it all the way to point. 2 caught in the downpour. Oh, the beat from Eris, not quite there to keep Q and Richards alive. However, 3 members, Spectrum still alive. Downpour committed, does connect on his Zedder, but it's Sauce. With the blade, falls so low, dies to the spike guard. Baldric keeping their team alive in this, holding down the fort on the point. Eris does fall. Unfortunately, Baldric falling shortly after that Lucio. And there's a hazard alive for the side of LGM, and there's just Q for the side of Spectrum, unfortunately. Not gonna get the touch, and that's gonna be LGM tying this up. 1-1 here on Suravasa.
I'm trying to decide who actually has the better rotation going on, but they're just so on par with each other. It's so difficult.
It's yeah, an alt fiesta pretty much every time. And the thing is with Spectrum, Duck is just building these pulse bombs so quickly and hitting the sticks. There we see another one coming out, not gonna be able to confirm the kill. Instead, we're gonna have Kind coming back in with this overclock. Baldric finds 2 with the spike guard. Richards, unfortunately, does fall to the that overclock. Kind is now wrapped around. Oh, finds an unsuspecting Eris as well. Spectrum, though, set up on this point already. Despite losing their Lucio, gonna be able to flip this point over in their favor. Gets set up. Zebra has this beat available. Potentially gonna use that to match Q's overclock. We'll see what Q's able to get done with this. Spectrum's done a pretty good job of taking angles when they needed to. We can see LGM is split right now. Coast side trying to be controlled by Duck on this Tracer. Ooh, meanwhile though, Q and Baldric each picking up 1. Spectrum, of course, still in control at this point. Being able to clean high quality up, and nice job, Spectrum. Another fight win for them. No ultimates committed either. Okay. So Saucer is gonna swap over to this Tracer now. Not gonna have to play that Genji any longer. LGM will have the touch. Spectrum, though. Both DPS ults up a Tracer. The beat from Zebra's nice, connects onto all 4 members of LGM that are still alive. But it's the rush from Richards and the overclock from Q in response to this aggression, and it's all blue in the kill feed. Spectrum's gonna go ahead and pick up their 2nd point on Suravasa here, putting us at a potential map point. Looks like we're heading over to Ruins next, so just next door. Spectrum is gonna get a bit of a positional advantage here. Duck is hiding, has a pulse bomb, is gonna get spotted out by high quality.
Every time I see the max amount of ults used, I'm always just like, imagine trying to explain this to someone who's never watched an Overwatch game.
Lights flashing everywhere. People are screaming.
Stimulating circumstance.
Absolutely is. Oh, Baldric put themselves in a corner. It's not enough. LGM's gonna go ahead. Flip Ruins over by the percentage building. But Spectrum, they're coming into this. Duck has that pulse bomb. Was trying to get a sneaky kill earlier. Wasn't quite able to do it. It's the Tracers actually sneaking on the sideline. They do find each other. The pulse forced out. Yeah, Duck's gonna just rotate back. Play with their team. Alright, let's see. LGM in control of this point. You've got the overclock you can use whenever Spectrum needs to push onto the point. It's a stick from Duck again. Zed Air gonna fall. Kind has the overclock in response, but is actually gonna fall to a headshot here from Richards, and it's back and forth on the kill feed, but Baldur's on 1 HP. High quality is able to finish off that kill, and it's just Duck, the quarter HP Tracer, against high quality on that hazard. It's gonna be Duck just backing up. Getting a regroup here. Spectrum, of course, will have another touch here. Ooh, Eris goes in early. Might not actually be enough to trigger the overtime here. Yeah, unfortunately, overtime not gonna happen, and it's all tied up here on Suravasa. Heading to Palace to finish off this map and see who's gonna come out on top.
This does not surprise me. This was our, I believe, lower bracket finalists last season.
Ooh, okay. Here we go.
Once again, competing for the final match.
Alright, point is unlocking Palace. Spectrum's set up on the point, however, Saucer's found Q, so Spectrum currently down one. Zebra Cookie opting to commit the beat. It does connect onto all five. It's the response from Eris. Downforce from both sides. Will be Spectrum coming out on top in the kill feed. Excellent job from Baldric, just taking space, confirming these kills. Not gonna let Saucer get out with their life, and certainly not gonna allow the Juno out either. Team kill coming through from Spectrum. Percentage building, and Duck's got another pulse bomb. Pulse bomb comes out, it doesn't connect. But orbital ray from Zerator is gonna escort LGM onto this point. Ooh, nice little 2K there from Kind, taking the high ground. No Lucio or Sojourn available for Spectrum here. Q almost had that overclock available as well. However, if you're Spectrum, you're just looking to get the reset here. 80+% gained. That's essentially one fight win you need. But you're pushing into both DPS ultimates from LGM now. Saucer maybe hasn't been quite as flashy with the pulse bombs, but it's a threat nonetheless. Richard's gonna have to be careful. Hold this Suzu or maybe try to bait out the pulse bomb. We'll see. Spectrum's pushing into this. They have the overclock from Q to work with. You can see they're kind of rotating up towards the high ground. Trying to take some of this space. Pulse bomb is committed. It finds Eris. Saucer does pay for it with their life. Duck now free to put a little bit of pressure onto the point. No enemy tracer from the side of LGM to stop them, and Duck's actually going to be able to just flip the point back in the favor of Spectrum. Meanwhile, Baldric finds their counter and the Sojourn to boot. Zebra Cookie's so low on the point. Two members alive here from LGM. It's going to be Saucer first with the touch. Trying to stay alive long enough. Get some reinforcements. We did have high quality swap onto the Diva. Overtime almost falling there, not quite. It's not looking promising though. Duck finding both DPS on the side of LGM. Diva's demeched, and that is it. Spectrum, close call, but takes Suravasa 3-2. Nice job from Baldric. Really good job controlling space on this hazard.
And with map 1 coming to an end, we actually have someone in chat complimenting the casting and asking for your socials to drop a follow. So if you want to shamelessly promote yourself, you're more than welcome.
Me? Yeah, sure. I will drop it in chat, I guess. Sorry, I didn't have it open on my phone.
It is perfectly okay. That is not something that's usually asked, so I don't have it as set up as a chat command. So we work with what we
that is
got
all.
here.
No. That's all good. All right, so it's a predetermined map, right? The next one, we know what we're going to already.
Yes, we will be going to Kingsborough. But with that, we are going to take a short 5-minute or less break while the teams get their rosters reorganized. We will choose the prediction outcome from the channel points, run an ad, and we will be right back.
See you on the other side. Welcome back
Womp womp.
to Annihilation Overwatch. This is your Tier 4 Grand Finals. If you're just tuning in, hello, I'm Rain. I am your play-by-play caster. I'm joined tonight by the one and only Aria, who is working the prod. And we are watching Spectrum versus Low Ground Main in this Tier 4 Finals. Right now, it's 1-0 Spectrum, who was able to take Suravasa, although very narrowly, 3-2. So hard fought from Low Ground Main, but not quite able to secure that victory on Suravasa, which means that going into map 2, it's going to be on Low Ground Main to try and stop the momentum here from Spectrum. We're heading into King's Row, where they're going to try and find their win, try and tie this Grand Finals matchup. This is, of course, a first to four. You're just tuning in.
So, not to interrupt you, but someone just gifted 10 subs. I can't pronounce your name, and I'm really sorry. Rain can take a crack at it if they would like. But thank you.
Yeah, Juffin. Thank you.
I'm gonna play, you can have Capybara as the sound alert that I'll play. I hope it works on the stream, but you can have Capybara.
Heck yeah! Dang, that's awesome. Welcome to the Grand Finals for Tier 4. Awesome.
What a way to start off the day.
Woo! Hopefully we put on a great match for this. I have the utmost faith in these teams. If Suravasa is any indication, we're going to map 7.
Post the prediction now. Actually, of you can use your channel points to, you know, gamble on which team you think is going to take map 2. Spectrum did take map 1, Suravasa, in a 3-2, I believe.
That's right.
We are moving on to King's Row, and we did swap sides with LGM now beginning on defense and Spectrum beginning on the attack. And we are good to go and start our map 2.
All right, heading in. So, like Arya said, LGM on the defense here, so at least we can trust the heroes that they're rolling out on. Essentially the same thing. I like a little bit of a swap up though. Saucer is going to move off of the Tracer, go on to that Pharah, and then Zebra Cookie not going to play the Lucio, going to opt instead to play the Ana here. So Ana, I feel like it's a good amount of playtime, especially on this first point at King's Row. You can get her set up nice and safely on that high ground. And I like the Pharah pick as well. Because Spectrum was mostly running this Sojourn Tracer, so if Saucer can use these angles well, gonna be able to stay alive from this poke damage from Q. We do have Spectrum starting with Vimto on the Widow, just gonna try to find a pick. The members of LGM not too excited about peeking that angle. Actually allows Spectrum to walk in through that choke point pretty much unscathed. Now pushing up onto the high ground, Baldric still has all their armor available. Does force the Soj slide out, but this is where High Quality gonna take their stand. Falls very, very low though. Baldric is able to get back to their team. Nice regroup there from the Hazard to stay alive through it. Q putting out some damage on this high ground. It's all essentially just waiting for these picks to be found. The Sojourns, a lot of pressure on them to find some of this damage. Saucer is able, actually not going to be able to get out of the damage from Q, and Vimto actually stayed on this Widowmaker, does find their headshot onto Zetair. And that's going to be Spectrum pushing forward here. It's just High Quality on the point, is being pocketed by Zebra from that high ground, but it's ultimately just not going to be enough. Zebra gonna find themselves in a precarious situation. Nice sleep onto Baldric. And a nade just to stop them from pushing in. Meanwhile, Q does fall to Saucer, but the point flip quite cleanly going in the favor of Spectrum. Saucer's not gonna look to take that fight. And that's gonna be Spectrum capping first point of King's Row here. LGM, all 5 members did get that close spawn. No worries there. Nice. High Quality finds Vimto there. Not worried about the Widowmaker. We'll see if Vimto opts to stick on this Widowmaker. It's a little bit harder once you get into the streets phase, but definitely could still be an option. LGM pushed up. Gonna be able to take the fight right in this choke. We see the wall come out from High Quality. Catches Baldric out. Ball's a little low here, but does have the cooldowns available. Gonna be able to stay alive through that. Vimto sleeping on the high ground. Nice rush from Marlo, but Saucer responds with a kill onto the sleeping Vimto. Downpour comes out. Not gonna find anything. Baldric, though, does catch that air in that. Oh, it's a response from Saucer. The barrage finds the tank and the Sojourn, and nice stabilization there from LGM, but it was an expensive one. You're building up to a couple of ults here. You're going to really have to play for that orbital ray from Zetair. You might see Spectrum, though. Only have that beat available from Eris. Has done a good job so far of connecting on to all 5 of the members. So should be able to get good value. Poke damage. Coming out. Dynamite lands on the Saucer. Isn't going to be able to stay alive, though. Q, okay, we actually have some DPS swaps here, so Q, nice beat there from Eris. That's a good response to Kind again. Connecting onto all teammates, gonna be able to find that final blow onto High Quality as well. Nice beat there, really opened up things for Spectrum to walk forward. Saucer putting in a lot of poke damage, but is gonna get put down by Vimto, who has swapped over to that Cassidy. Q on the Ashe as well, so Spectrum not really looking to take any more poke from Saucer on this Pharah. LGM gonna be able to push in, stop the cap potentially. The orbital ray comes out. Nice sleep onto Baldric, and Zedaire's torpedo's gonna be able to finish up that kill onto the hazard. And we see, yeah, Spectrum just backing up. You've lost your tank. Not gonna want to take that fight. You can come back into this. You have the Kitsune Rush available, and you're gonna be building up to both DPS ults. Oh, excellent pick here from Vimto. Zebra Cookies falls. Vimto does pay for it with his life. However, no Ana for the side of LGM. This is the opportunity. Marlowe thinks so too. It's gonna be the Kitsune Rush committed here. Baldric holding their ground on the point. High quality falling very, very low. Nice wall to split off the heals from Zebra Cookie, but it's a rush. Oh, Saucer. Ooh, gonna find the tank, but also gonna find themselves. The Bob was committed from Q there as well. I mean, Spectrum pushing forward, capturing that second point. Q gonna celebrate with a kill onto Zebra Cookie. And here we go, moving into third. It's 3 minutes in the time bank for Spectrum, looking really nice on this third point of King's Row. Dynamite comes out. LGM have an opportunity to push back into this. Ooh, losing Zedair is not a good way to start, though. It's the nano-committed kind, uses the overclock as well. Deadeye doesn't quite connect onto anything, but the downpour hits 3, 1 kill found. Nice job from Baldric, keeping Eris and Vimto alive there. Both teams playing very patient, really respecting each other. Waiting for the regroup to come in. Spectrum are coming into this. You have the beat from Eris. Was successful in getting an aggressive push with that last time, but no, it's gonna be the downpour. It does connect onto high quality, so no tank and no Juno either for the side of LGM. That's gonna hurt. Zedair was almost up to that orbital ray. Gonna have to have an extended fight now. Ooh, that's a good start though. Kind finds Vimto. Wow, 0.31 meters high quality, able to get the touch onto the point, but LGM have no option but to stay on this point. It's a shooting range for Q on this. Ash finds the Widow, finds the Venture. But Kitsune rushed Bob just to clean things up, and despite high quality having plenty of HP here, it's gonna be hard for this Wrecking Ball to stay alive in this fight. Q has comfortably set up on the high ground. Nice job actually is able to force them out, but once the Hammond's down, it's just the Venture trying to stay alive here. Saucer not gonna be able to do it, and there's no final touch. Time burned off the clock for the side of LGM, but ultimately Spectrum able to finish out King's Row. The minute and 10 seconds.
Initiating match.
I'm actually a little surprised to see that they chose to go for the double sniper with the Lucio, but I mean, it did end up working out for them quite well.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's not often that you see the Widow pick kind of stick for the whole map. Or mostly the whole map, I guess. Ooh, okay. So Spectrum actually has Vimto on the Reaper here. Not gonna opt to play that Ana composition that LGM went for. Gonna keep the Lucio Curie. It's interesting to see the Ashe played with this. I like it, especially this first point. There's the high ground to control. You can use that coach gun to just deny any members of LGM trying to push onto that high ground. It's going to be really important for Q to continue hitting those dynamites. Doing a great job just getting that DPS passive onto as many members of LGM as possible. Nice little early dynamite there. Not gonna connect on anyone, and nice patience there from LGM. Rolling out on the spawn, Kind is on the Widowmaker. Vimto's actually hidden up in the movie theater here. Kind finds Q, might pay for it with their life though. It will be Vimto dropping down, gonna find that Widowmaker. DPS trade here, slightly going to favor the side of LGM, but actually Vimto finds Saucer as well, so DPS are staggered out, but Kind is still on that Widow, so Spectrum gonna have to be careful about where they peek. Quite a fight happening. High Quality will get out with their life there. Well, it's a nice fight win for Spectrum. Vimto is thinking about it, trying to be sneaky. Is gonna opt to just play through Hotel. What Kind actually finds Q once again with the headshot, and that's another opening for LGM. Gonna opt to just rotate right onto the point, not messing around with the high ground this time. Saucer finds Marlow. It's a big source of healing. Gone for Spectrum. Finds Vimto as well, and that was the door that LGM needed opened up. Gonna be able to cap first point most likely here. However, Spectrum, everybody has these close spawns here. Vimto sneaking up on that high ground once again. Will get caught out by Saucer. Gonna opt, actually Spectrum, gonna opt to take the fight here. Oh, massive nade from Zebra Cookies connects onto two. Both supports gone now for the side of LGM. Or sorry, Spectrum. But LGM is able to cap that point. It was a nice recontest there from Spectrum. I saw the vision. It was really, yeah, just the nade from Zebra that kind of shut that down. It's hard when you don't have that Kiriko. The on a nade can be so impactful.
I'm actually curious how they are going to propose to take this fight, given that they are running like almost a pseudo dive.
It's true. Yeah, Spectrum needs to move really quickly here. You have the Blossom. If you can amp the Blossom and somehow avoid the sleep from Zebra, it's High Quality though. Gonna commit the downpour first. Baldric responds with one of their own. Better trade here for Baldric as the DPS are able to follow up on it, but it's the Nano Blade from Saucer. A last-ditch effort slicing at Baldric. The Spike Guard gonna keep the tank from Spectrum alive. Sleep onto Vimto, who's once again lurking in that back line. Looking for Kind, who has now swapped off of that Widowmaker, who goes for the Death Blossom. Does catch that air, but going to be cleaned up there without a shot from Kind. LGM still pushing this part forward.
I will say, Spectrum is always known for being inspirational.
Here we go. It is the Kitsune Rush from Marlow. Nice kite there from LGM. And wait to come back into this. Orbital Ray committed from Zed-Air. You can see the members of Spectrum trying to split off. Zed-Air though does get caught out by those, or finds Q with those pulsars. Zebra Cookie picking up Eris as well. The DP or the support line from LGM making an appearance. And it's just two left alive. Make it one. Baldric against the entire LGM squad, and it's not gonna be enough. Second point here picked up for LGM, rolling into third point Kings with essentially a very similar time bank to what Spectrum had rolling into this point as well. Let's see what Spectrum's able to do to burn some of this time off their clock, try to stop this momentum. That's a great start. Vimto gets slept, but does find Zebra Cookie to trade for it. Marlow finds Kind as well, and that's two up for the side of Spectrum. High Quality, a little split off, but Hauser just has so much mobility, able to get out of that spot. And now if you're Spectrum, it's all about cycling these ults. Ooh, Deadeye committed from Saucer is moving, gets the Juno speed boost and finds Q with that Deadeye. Baldric gonna get slept on the point. Oh, the nade to follow up. The Suzu cleanses the nade, but not quite enough. The damage was already done, and what a nice, clean engagement from LGM, just walking in with that downpour, with that Deadeye. still able to hold on to that nano. Kind has the overclock available as well. Bop from Vimto. Gonna go straight out into the point. Disengage here from LGM. Not looking to fight the butler.
This ends now.
In response, the nano overclock goes out onto Kind Q. No nano needed. Finds Saucer, but falls to Kind. Aldrich does have the downboard. Doesn't actually quite find Kind in it, however. Aldrich gonna find Kind with the spike guard nonetheless. And that's another reset here for LGM, quickly getting out of there with the speed boost from Zed-Air. Alright, Spectrum. They had to use 3 ultimates there. Eris, not quite that close to the beat, but might be able to build up to it if this fight goes on long enough. Zed-Air has that orbital array. They can just close some of this distance, get the orbital ray onto the cart. Might be a point cap. It is at the corner. Gonna go in with it. Helps Kind find the final blow onto Baldric. Gonna be able to find Q with those torpedoes again. And that's gonna be the point cap. Marlo not quite able to get there. Very similar time bank. 1 minute 22 seconds on the clock for LGM. Kings Row. We're all tied up.
Switching sides. Initiate.
My ping decided to go up to 450 during the very last 30 seconds of that round, so hopefully the stream didn't look bad. Sorry.
Oops. Thanks for bearing with us.
The stream looked fine. I think it was just Overwatch.
That's valid.
While we are in a short little intermission between rounds, I'm going to just shamelessly plug our sponsor. We actually have 2. We have Factor, where you can use our link that I just dropped in the chat for 50% off and free shipping on your first box. And I believe this code should still work. You can go to Dubby, which is a gamer's drink of choice, very similar to G Fuel, but does not give you the jitters, and you can use the code in chat for 10% off.
Yeah, let's go sponsors. All right, Kings Row, second round, starting right now. LGM had that larger time bank ever so slightly, so gonna start on the defense here. Spectrum on the attack. They had 1 minute and 10 seconds to accomplish this. Set up comfortably on the high ground there. Vimto on a bit of an angle. Ooh, recognizing it. High quality goes in, finds Vimto. Spectrum gonna have to play really careful now. If they live long enough, Vimto's gonna be able to get back into this fight. Oh, Q though gets caught out. Nice slide into the window. Able to stay on this high ground. Vimto now back in the fight. They've spotted out Zebra Cookies. Not quite gonna be able to get there, but high quality going for it. The sleep comes out, the nade though. In the meantime, Q able to find Zed-Air. Vimto falls to Saucer. It's all even here on the point. Baldric set up. Percentage is starting to build. Oh, someone's gonna have to touch. Okay, overtime was triggered. No problem. Overtime triggered. Percentage building here for Spectrum. High quality though, set up on this point, trying to deny any of this capture. Kind falls to the headshot from Q. Fortunately, Zed-Air came back into the fight pretty much just to get sent back to the spawn room. High quality, the last one left on the point, falling so low, and Spectrum looking like they're going to be able to get this first point cap and start moving this payload forward. We'll see how far is this team able to bring it. They're holding on to the Kitsune Rush. Both DPS ultimates going to be available as well. It all comes down to the ultimates for these teams, of course. Spectrum cannot get off this payload. Overtime taking so long. As soon as they step off, just immediately it's going to vanish. You can see LGM is getting a full regroup going here. Nobody is opting to poke into this this Spectrum team. Hazard fight happening on the high ground. Baldric gets a little bit caught out there. The jump not quite connecting where they needed it to, but their Kiriko gonna be able to keep them alive. Marlo gonna even commit the Kitsune rush here. Nice downpour in response, but it's the wall from Baldric to keep their team alive. All the while, Kart's still pushing forward here. Spectrum have the downpour to answer Q, still holding on to that overclock as well. Saucer trying to build up to this blade. The orbital also available shortly. Vimto falls and it's Q. Gonna pop this overclock. Nice beat from Eris. Connects onto 4. Ooh, Baldric slept mid-ult, but going to be able to get the downpour off. Orbital Ray from Zedare is committed. Unfortunately, not enough to keep them alive. High quality trying to make the best of this. Gets Baldric very low, but not gonna have the Sojourn to work with. It's a massive nade from Zebra Cookie. 3 members from Spectrum getting hit with that, but it's not enough. The follow-up not there. High quality finds 2. Gets the nano. The blade also from Saucer, and that's what's going to do it. LGM stopping this push just before Spectrum was able to capture second point. A massive nade from Zebra Cookie there. Really clutching that out for them.
My team is making me nervous.
Are you sweating, Maria? Yeah.
I mean, just a little bit.
I have no stake in the game and I'm sweating.
It's just stressing me out.
Waiting, we got this.
Especially because I get to hear partial comms behind me. And it's just rapid and excessive.
Does happen. They're locked in.
Looks like we are back on the Reaper instead of the Tracer to defend here.
Okay. I like it. Vimto was catching LGM off guard a couple of these times with the Reaper, like hiding, already rotating into that movie theater. Hopefully hopefully LGM aren't expecting it. I guess this is the second time we'll see it. Maybe they'll check their corners this time. We will have to see.
And here we go for the final round of this map, I guess.
Alright, this is it. Gonna find out who's gonna take this win on, which I'll remind everybody, this is only our second map. King's Row, second map. Alright, Baldric, early pick on Kind. Vimto gonna find Saucer too. Baldric does fall quite low, but gonna be able to stay alive thanks to the help of that backline, and that is just an immediate shutdown of the push from LGM. We'll see Saucer swap over onto the Pharah. Not looking to play the Genji into that Reaper Hazard composition. And I like this from him. Q's gonna have to do a lot of work on this Sojourn to keep the Pharah in check. Nice wall from Baldric. Just flips the team for a second, but now LGM pushing in. You can see that Spectrum almost just baiting them on to the point. It works well in their favor. DPS from Spectrum lighting up the kill feed. No supports for the side of LGM, and it's 15 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a frantic regroup. A late kill on to Saucer too. Vimto nearly at that Blossom. Even if LGM are able to get this touch, there's going to be quite an ultimate bank on the side of Spectrum. Blossom comes out, finds Kind in the back line. High quality trying to keep this point alive. Not going to be able to. Zedare going to fall to Q. And it's just a lone Tracer. Saucer. Recall forced out. Does get the second touch. Not going to be anybody else there from the late kill onto the Zebra Cookie there. And it's Spectrum picking up the second map here.
You guys are gonna give me a heart attack by the end of the night, I swear. And our Annihilation play of the game. It looks like it is high quality of low ground lane.
Nice.
And with that, our
Okay.
map 3 will turn into Runasapi. Before we head into that, we're going to reward our channel plates, and we're going to take a short break, and we will get back to you momentarily.
No, they have a 5-8.
BRB.
And they say chivalry is dead.
Hello, welcome back. Before we get into anything, thank you so much to Dudjefn, who has
The guy that we
once
can't
again-
pronounce your name, but we love you.
Much love for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much.
Please provide us how to pronounce your name.
Yeah, if you want to provide a name pronunciation, that would be awesome. Welcome everyone. If you're just tuning in, what a great time to join. Welcome to the Tier 4 Grand Finals of Annihilation Overwatch. I'm Rain, joined by Arya,
Hello.
and we are watching Spectrum versus Low Ground Main. Currently, Spectrum up 2-0 in this first to 4 series. Good fight there from Low Ground Main. Both these maps have been really, really close. The 3-2 on Saravasa, the 4-3 on King's Row. It's gonna be Runasapi now, our third map. See if LGM is able to stop this momentum that seems to be building for this Spectrum team.
We did actually get a swap from the side of LGM. Seems they have put in Zafkiel over Zebra Cookie. A change in the support lineup.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I wonder if Zafkiel isn't going to play some more, like, a little bit more poke. Zebra Cookie's been on the Ana and the Lucio so far, so maybe we see a Zen or potentially an Iyari come out from Zafkiel. Yeah, we'll have to see what LGM are looking to do with this.
The channel point gambling is also up and ready. And for those who are just tuning in, the score is 2-0 in favor of Spectrum. Dudjefn.
Dudjefn. Thank you, Dudjefn.
5,
I feel like I might have been close to that, maybe.
And for the single 1-bit as well.
objective unlocks.
Yay! Alright, getting started on Runasapi here. We have quite
Maga!
positions.
Maga!
LGM on the Maga, paired with the Venture as well. So this is OG Maga comp on the side of LGM. Meanwhile, Spectrum going for something a little bit more classic. Dimto still on the Genji, Q on the Ash, but Baldric now over on that Winston. Beautiful dive. Zed are not gonna get out with their life. Early fight win from Spectrum here. Excellent aggression from this Winston. That's the nice thing about the Monkey, especially on these wider open maps. You can just dive right past the Maga. Baldric is not concerned about high quality at all. Able to just ignore the tank, go for those squishies. Win the fight. Hot. Getting rolling here for Spectrum. We will have high quality swapping off of that Malga. Gonna go over onto the Diva. Kind also swapping. More Ventures. So on the Tracer, it's a dive matchup on both sides. Ooh, Eris finding Zafkiel though. That's not a good start for LGM. And you're gonna lose that air as well, so no healing available for the side of LGM. That's gonna allow Spectrum to cap this first point with relative ease, this first checkpoint. Bot's gonna get going here. They're gonna have that forward spawn as well. LGM has got the regroup going. Trying to force Baldric to back out, is able to get very low. Trying to confirm that kill, but it's the support line from Spectrum. Able to keep their tank alive. Bob gonna be committed here from Q. LGM forced to just back out. LOSing that Omnic as much as they can. It's a nice dynamite from Q. The cleanse comes out. Zafkiel ready to re-engage here. Has the orbital ray. Not gonna have Kind though. Orbital ray in response to that Kitsune Rush, but it's the Kitsune Rush that's finding more value than members of Spectrum, able to just push forward through the orbital ray from Zafkiel, and this is looking really good for Spectrum. That being said, Saucer finds a couple of kills there. Baldric not gonna be alive for Spectrum anymore, so they're gonna have to just back out, get the regroup. They will have that forward spawn. Richards is playing a little riskier, trying to get that parting kill. Saucer's gonna respond with the blade. It's the beat from Eris, though. Finds all 5 members, finds Saucer. Excellent work from this Lucio. Zed Has a Kitsune Rush here, trying to make something of this fight. Baldric falls really low, does have that Primal Rage though, and look at all the space being created. Another kill for the main support of Spectrum. Nice pulse from Kind. It finds Vimto. LGM gonna be able to come back into this. Saucer has swapped over onto this Cassidy as well. Vimto on the Genji. See if Saucer's able to keep them in check. Nice dynamite again from Q. Built up to a Bob again. High quality finds Richards, but it's Bob in response. Nice disengage from LGM there. Again, the Bob not finding the value that it needed to. Creating space, which sometimes that is all it needs, I suppose. Q, nice headshot onto Zafkiel there. Almost built up to that orbital ray. LGM's gonna have to get a full regroup going here. That's the closest ult you have. Have to wait for that Juno to come back from spawn.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Yeah, Spectrum playing this smart. They're in absolute control of this point. Baldric goes in trying to pressure out Saucer on this Cassidy, but gonna pay for it with his life. High quality, able to find Baldric, cleans up Eris as well. Make that a third, no backline on high quality's watch. And again, LGM are able to get this bot moving. They didn't get it very far last time they were in control, but the team kill does come out. Have 4 ultimates on the board for LGM. You're gonna have support ultimates in response from Spectrum though, and all 5 members of Spectrum got that forward spawn. Finally, the bot is pushing here. It's an ult matchup. We'll see what LGM opt to run. It's gonna be the dueling Kitsune rushes to start here. Vimto though finds a headshot onto Saucer. Vimto now on that Hanzo, a beat from Eris here. Gonna be able to keep their team alive. The Primal also committed from Baldric here, doing a great job juggling the supports from the side of LGM. Trying to hunt down Zafkiel, will get out with their life. High quality there. Ready to peel for their support. Actually gonna go straight in. Does have the bomb available. Zafkiel gonna use the orbital ray. Yeah, good disengage from Spectrum. Saucer, oh, the DM keeping but Cassidy alive, able to pick up that kill on a Richards. And it's cleanup kills from high quality. Saucer not gonna get out with their life. But finally, LGM back in control of this bot. Gonna be able to get some more progress going. You hold on to that Diva Bomb. Kind has the blade as well. Eris not gonna have the beat for it this time, but both DPS ultimates are available for Spectrum. Aggressive dive in from Baldric. Doing a good job LOSing the supports for the side of Spectrum. Vimto. Ooh, throws in the dragon. It's the bomb in response. A little bit high. Not gonna catch anyone from the side of Spectrum. Kind has the blade ready to go. Finds one, finds 2. Gonna be able to help clean up the third as well. The Bob comes out, try to counter the blade, but it's not enough. It's mere support ultimate charge for the side of LGM. Now Spectrum, they might have an opportunity here to recontest this bot before the checkpoint's captured by LGM. You can see, yeah, Baldric gonna go for it. Diving in. Doesn't quite have that primal yet. Needs to be careful. Not going to be able to stay alive. That's no tank for the side of Spectrum. And LGM able to cap this checkpoint. Vimto has now swapped over onto the Mei. Try to stall out the point here. Baldric is able to get back. LGM quite split right now. Kitsune Rush committed from Richards. Zafkiel looking to respond with this orbital ray. LGM doing a little bit better jobs playing in that orbital ray this time, but still not able to find any kills from it. The rally, though, from Zedare, keeping everyone alive. Helping find that kill onto Eris, and it's Saucer in the kill feed. LGM gonna keep moving this bot forward. Found their footing. Found a composition that seems to be working a little bit better for them. Zedare on the Brig, I think gonna be able to stay alive a lot longer. Spectrum though, Eris has this beat. We've seen them do some really good aggressive beats in. That being said, the blade is available for Kind, so you gotta be careful. It's the blade that comes out, beat in response. Kind's just gonna back up, not looking to take that blade into the beat. Now, both teams have all 5 members alive. Vimto gonna have to be real careful with this Blizzard. High quality, definitely gonna be looking to eat it. The Blizzard out. Does not get eaten. Seems to have been tossed into the sky, maybe? Yeah, not actually sure where that Blizzard went. The Deadeye connects onto Vimto, though, who's now gonna swap over onto the Tracer. Saucer finds the entire backline from Spectrum, and this is getting quite close here now. Vimto is hiding in the corner. Oh no! Spectrum loses their tank. High quality gonna clean up Baldric, and it's the touch here from Vimto gonna stop the cap from coming through. Bob also committed. Disengage coming through from LGM. They have the orbital ray from Zapkill to come back into this. Gonna pop it. Find Vimto. Gonna be able to get this barrier pushing. Not before Baldric does have the contest, though, was swapped over onto the ball. Saucer's down. That's a huge source of damage. Gone for the side of LGM. Zatair doing a good job staying alive on this Brigitte, but not able to keep their other support up. Zapkill gonna fall, and that's a big amount of healing gone for the side of LGM. No Zatair on that Brig either. It's just high quality and Kind. The bomb find Q. Oh, the Remac actually almost gets Richards as well, but there's just no healers available for the side of LGM. Saucer swapping over onto that soldier to try and get back for the touch, and it's so close, but it's gonna be Spectrum holding on by a thread and taking Runasapi.
I do have to chime in. It's always at the very end of the map during overtime that the ping shoots up to 500, and I feel so bad for Eris because he's playing Lucio on 500 ping in overtime.
Yeah,
doing everything he can.
It's hard not to feed when you spike up to 500 ping and you're playing a really speedy character. But no, they did a fine job. He's doing okay. Spectrum able to get that win, so that's really good for them. Putting them also at match point here. So the 3-0 looking for one more map win to be able to take this T4 Grand Finals title.
With that, we're gonna do same routine we've been doing. We're gonna go into our BRB screen, and we will be back within a couple minutes right after we choose the prediction outcome. We will see you soon.
See you soon. Hello, Annihilation Overwatch. Welcome back. We are heading into a fourth map in this T4 Grand Finals. We have Spectrum up 3 maps against Low Ground Main, who are fighting in this fourth map of Watchpoint Gibraltar to try and make a reverse sweep happen. I'm Rain, your play-by-play, joined by Arya. Doing all the prod.
I'm here a little bit.
Arya is here a bit. Maybe just not hearing her as much.
The prediction for map 4 is up. Please use your channel points, otherwise known as grapes.
Grapes,
Agony
grapes,
is
grapes.
grape flavored.
Agony is grape flavored. You heard it here first, if you were ever wondering.
Give
All
Ramatra
right,
a
it's-
dance emote.
Oh yeah, give Ramatra a dance emote. What the heck? I don't even know what kind of dance Ramatra. Wait, no, it could be the robot, but like Bastion has the robot, I think.
He can do something similar to Reaper, where he just nonchalantly
Flaps.
does something
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah. Maybe like juggle or something.
We are just waiting on a final ready check from LGM. I was told
Amazing.
1 second, so we can look at the rest of the map pool. If this map does not go in favor of Spectrum, we we will continue onto Throne of Anubis. If the map does go in the way of Spectrum, we will in fact choose an MVP. From Spectrum only, we will not do honorable mentions in grand finals. And
That's
the
fair.
MVP can opt to hop into the voice call with us and do a short little interview before we head out for the night.
Exciting! All right. Yeah, Watchpoint. This is the chance for LGM to start this reverse sweep, and yeah, if they win this one, then they have to win Throne, then they have to win Circuit, and then they have to win Lijiang. So it's a tough road ahead of them, but Low Ground Main has been looking pretty strong on a lot of these maps, just not quite able to secure the win against Spectrum, who's just looked really, really clean in all of their engagements, all of their disengagements. This team's on the same page about a lot of things and really doing a good job of helping each other out when it comes to confirming kills or staying alive. Just looking very solid.
So with that, I don't have the roster pulled up on screen at the moment, but Spectrum is, after this season, the roster is undergoing a lot of changes. This particular map, all 5 people who are playing are actually retiring from the team. And in case it is the last map, I wanted to give them the opportunity to play together. So I have no idea what's going to happen because Vim is now on support. And we are going to see what nonsense they get up to as they potentially play their last map together as a team. Ayers will still be playing on Styx in Tier 3, but he will not be playing on Spectrum next season.
That's fair. That's fair. Excited to see what Vimto's able to do on this, I'm assuming flex support role. Of course, doing a really good job on the Tracer and the Reaper, so definitely gonna be able to hit some shots.
The chat all wants Marlo as MVP. I don't know. We'll consider it.
Marlo's in the running. How about that? Marlo is in the running for MVP.
Unfortunately, given the fact that we are putting the players in that we are, Marlo is not going to play on this map.
Dang,
as he is
maybe.
returning next season. So
Don't worry, chat. There's more Marlo to be seen. Fear not.
For those who love Marlo, I am heavily sure he is actually casting this weekend. Let me check real quick.
Ooh.
Because
Rumor has
if
it.
you want more Marlo, you should definitely tune in on Sunday. Actually, on February 16th at 8 p.m. It is Tier 3 Ultra Kill Must Die versus Styx. Your host will be Rocky, with Marlo, and potentially Rain if she's available may also be in attendance.
That's right. That's right. I will be there.
So you guys get more Marlo, you get more Rain, and you get our Australian host, who is quite a bit of fun. And with that, oh my god. With that, we are going to go into map 4, potentially the last map of Tier 4 season.
All right, Watchpoint Gibraltar. Is this going to be the last map? Let's see. If Spectrum has anything to say about it, they definitely want to finish it out right here, right now, with the retiree squad. I don't even know what I'd call them.
And if the chat has anything to say about it, well, they won't, because they want to see Marlo play.
Chat says Spectrum. Throw Spectrum. Throw. We would love to see Throne of Anubis.
They just want to see more Marlo.
More Marlo. Fair enough. Yeah. All right. Predictions are in.
I'm not even going to put a poll up for MVP. You're all just going to choose Marlo.
Chat's biased, I think. I don't know.
Chat, they're all, I believe, teammates of another team with Marlo, so they love him. But yes, he will be your caster on Sunday, so I hope you guys are back on Sunday.
Let's
Need
go.
Marlo merch.
Marlo merch.
You guys are goofy.
All right. Watchpoint Gibraltar. LGM starting on the defense. Kind is back on that Widowmaker. Nice classic Ana Brig backline. High quality on that Diva too. Has done a pretty good job on that Diva so far. Baldric actually showing us the wrecking ball here on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Vimto gonna be playing that Zenyatta. Ooh, Q finds Pred out there. No Tracer available for LGM, and that was gonna be your cart contest. So this means Duck pushing this payload forward just ever so slightly. High quality is gonna be able to put a stop to that. Oh, Kind finds Q, but Vimto is immediately responding with some headshots of his own. That's no Widowmaker now for LGM. The backline of Spectrum gonna feel a lot safer getting set up on this high ground. Ooh, high quality though, not gonna let this setup happen. The sleep comes out, but Eris hitting the defense matrix of high quality. Vimto was able to de-mech this Diva, but going to pay for it with his life. The support line from LGM comfortably set up in that server building. The Brig Ana. So much sustain. Gonna be able to rotate up towards that high ground as well. Baldric getting some cart progress here. Pred is going to be here to shut that down. It's the slam onto the high ground from Baldric. Trying to bully the support line from Spectrum. Zap kills having none of it. Sleep dart onto Baldric. Gonna be able to get out with his life, but falling incredibly low there. High quality has this Diva bomb ready to go. Gonna throw it out, looking to connect all the supports. Eris and Vimto both falling to that Diva bomb. It's massive from high quality, and Spectrum sent back to the spawn. Gonna get a regroup going here. Maybe make some changes. Q gonna move over onto that Widow. Eris onto the Lucio, as well as Baldric going over onto that Diva. So Vimto gonna hold on, has that Transcendence available. Not sure what he's gonna look to use it for, maybe just to keep himself alive. LGM gonna be Kind, popping the Sight's Duck. Sliding this payload in, gonna force Kind to actually drop down from the high ground to stop the contest. The pulse bomb from Duck gets eaten by high quality, who's now gonna have to stay on this point despite losing mech. 0.62 meters, and that's gonna be Spectrum able to slide this payload forward, capture that first checkpoint on Gibraltar. Couple of kicks there from Vimto. Lighten up the kill feed.
Well, chat has decided they are moving on to Vimto.
Oh, we're Vimto fans now. Very good. I'm a Vimto fan. Sure. Ooh, Q getting bursted down by the micro missiles from high quality there. Vimto finding himself a little out of position here, but is going to be able to drop down to the low ground. Actually falls though. And High Quality able to get out with their life as well. Fred trying to follow up on the damage onto Eris. Isn't able to do so. But High Quality cleaning up. It'll be Saucer. Pulling out the rally here, staying alive. And that's LGM. Stopping this push forward. Vimto still holding on to that Transcendence. We're going to see Q move over onto the Sombra now. Look for some hacks potentially onto High Quality. Denying so much value with that defense matrix. You can see LGM is all set up on top of this ship. Payload is pushing forward, not too concerned about it. Holding a lot of space up here. It's the Primal from Baldric. Nice sleep from Zapkiel, but Monkey's not gonna stay asleep for long. Baldric is back up, juggling the Ana from the side of LGM around. Meanwhile, Spectrum able to just keep pushing this payload forward. It's the bomb from High Quality trying to get the remake. Not gonna find any kills with it. Will be able to get the mech back. It's an immediate dive onto Vimto, who has the Transcendence available.
The Sombras running into each other to detect each other is kind of funny. I won't even lie.
Oh, good call. Yeah, Kind swapping over onto the Sombra as well. Ooh, double boop kill here from Eris. And it's looking pretty good for Spectrum. Rolling in a third point. You have more than 3 minutes on the clock here. You have the beat from Eris available. Doc does have the pulse bomb as well. Gonna have to be careful. High Quality shown that they're able to eat those pulse bombs. High Quality getting very aggressive here, pushing Vimto. Ooh, making a lot of space for Kind. Gonna be able to pick up 2 headshots there. Fred finds Vimto on the angle as well, and although Duck does find Kind, it's a little too late for Spectrum. They're gonna have to get a regroup going here, see if Baldric can get out with their life. Does manage to do so. Gonna be the ult battery for Vimto to build up to another Transcendence. LGM, Zapkiel has this Nano available. Potentially gonna see that go over onto High Quality. Nice sleep onto Baldric. The Nano does go out onto High Quality. Fred finding the Pulse Bomb kill onto Vimto first, though. Nice job from the backline of LGM to stay alive. Oh! Beautiful stick from Duck. Saucer tries to pop the rally, but it's not fast enough. That's the Brigida down for the side of LGM, and we see them just pushing back towards their spawn. Gonna pick up Kind as well. Bomb comes out. EMP as well. It's gonna be Baldric falling to the Diva Bomb from High Quality. No tank available for the side of Spectrum. High Quality does get hacked by Q. Not going to be able to get a DMAC onto that Diva, and Spectrum just going to have to get a regroup going here. And yes, Era's sent back to the spawn room. It's just Q. Gonna fall also. LGM doing a good job here, putting up a fight. Burning time off the clock. 1 minute and 15 seconds now to hold this defense. Nice deny onto Baldric there, trying to take that high ground.
No one can hide from my sight.
Sights committed from Kind here. Baldric falling very low. Nice. Transcendent from Vimto. Gonna keep their tank alive. Baldric taking this opportunity to get aggressive. Push in. Has built up to that Primal Rage. Not too concerned about staying alive. Neon Zapkiel to try and find a sleep on them. Ooh, Sleep Dart comes out. It doesn't connect though. The bomb, meanwhile, from High Quality to Remech. Pulse Bomb from Fred finds Eris in the backline. The Nano actually going out onto Kind here. I'm not sure, that might have just been to try and keep that Widowmaker alive. Just 3 versus 2 on the point. Spectrum trying to clean up these kills, but it's the LGM spawns that are just a little bit favored here. Saucer has the rally. Is gonna pop it, just trying to stay alive on this point, but getting shot from 3 different directions. This Brig rally gonna fall. Saucer gonna fall shortly after as well. A lot of damage done onto Baldric, though, isn't able to stay alive. And it's 3 versus 4 side of Spectrum here. High Quality almost out of that Diva mech, of course. Overtime spawns now. It's gonna take a lot longer for these players to get back into the fight. Just Saucer left alive. Kind coming in for one last touch, but it's all red in the kill feed, and that's Spectrum completing Watch Point Gibraltar, but having to go into overtime to do it.
Score.
What a show to put on.
Sides.
Oh!
Initiating match.
As much as I'm proud of them, they will always give me a headache, no matter what.
Yeah, it's not managing an Overwatch team if you're not just a little bit stressed out at all times.
Honestly. And with that, we are seeing a very immensely heavy comp change on the side of Spectrum. I don't know what they're doing, but again, I never know what they're doing.
They are
We got
definitely
Ryan on
cooking.
defense. I mean,
Okay, okay.
Scared is going back to his Overwatch 1 main. Or I should say Baldric. He's not on the Scared account right now.
The Reinhardt, yeah, nice. Looks like Spectrum is gonna opt to get set up in this mega here.
Attackers in.
Yeah, interesting. They're running the close spawn holds. You have the Ashe and you have the Sojourn though, so we'll see what they're able to do here. You do have Vimto on that Baptiste. Ooh, Kind gonna find Duck with the headshot. Will pay for it with their life. The spawns very much in the favor of LGM right now, who just essentially needs to stay alive. The support line from Spectrum caught off on an angle. Baldric is able to find Fred, but unfortunately the traits are going to be able to get back into this fight fairly quickly, and Zapkiel finds Q, so no more Sojourn available for the side of Spectrum. It's just going to be Baldric and Duck alive. Baldric dying on the point, no heals available. And we'll see Duck just opting to get a regroup going with their team. Some point progress gained for LGM here. High quality almost back in that mech. Ooh, nice late kill from Kind. Finds the headshot onto Vimto, so no Baptiste available. It's going to be hard for Baldric to take a really long fight here. Fred putting some pressure onto the high ground. Does have the Lucio available, and it's Kind finding another headshot. Duck goes down again though. Q will respond. Finds the headshot onto Kind in return, and the Baptiste for Spectrum back in the fight now. Baldric gonna be able to get a little bit more aggressive. Starts by taking down Fred. Eris left alone on the high ground, but has that kick to deny the value. Nice pin comes out from Baldric. Connects onto the Diva and actually is going to be able to demech high quality. High quality going to fall shortly after, and a nice first point hold from Spectrum here. Wasn't looking too good. A lot of progress gained there for LGM, but did a great job of keeping Eris on that high ground and keeping them alive. The Discord Orb being really, really impactful for Spectrum in these fights. LGM is coming back into this with some ults built up. High quality's gonna have that bomb. Actually, all the ultimates gonna be online in this game shortly. Kind is gonna start us off with the sights. Duck gets run over by high quality, and unfortunately Eris falling to Saucer as well. Nice shatter. Connects onto Saucer, is able to confirm the kill, but the remaining members of LGM cleaning up Spectrum and gonna cap first point. Only had to commit the sights from Kind for that fight. We'll see. A couple of swaps coming out here. Vimto's gonna move over on to the Kiriko. Not on that BAP. And then Baldric over onto the Winston, who's already 1 HP. Tried to take the high ground shuttle and immediately gets shut down by high quality. Another headshot from Kind. Finds Duck. Tsune rush from Zapkiel into the shuttle. Eris is going to respond with the Transcendence and just get the heck out of dodge. Unfortunately, Transcendence ends, and so does Eris's life. High quality finding that melee kill onto the Zenyatta from Spectrum, and it's the momentum just pushing forward. LGM only committed the Kitsune Rush, so you're still holding on to that beat. You have the bomb from High Quality. The Pulse Bomb goes out, doesn't connect. Saucer using the beat to keep LGM in this fight, and in kind just finds the backline from Spectrum. LGM looking really, really good on this Gibraltar attack. 4 minutes, 10 seconds in the time bank, rolling into third point here. See what Spectrum are able to do in response. That's a great opening. Vimto finds Pred. Baldric immediately going to get aggressive off the back of that, take the high ground, get positioned comfortably. You've got both DPS ults available for Spectrum. Baldric going in quite aggressive here. The sleep dart comes out, and the damage, it just all comes out onto Baldric. No tank now for the side of Spectrum. Duck is able to find Kind, so no Widowmaker to deal with. The nade comes out. Saucer connects onto 2, but no follow-ups available for the side of LGM. With those close spawns, finally, Spectrum, 5 members available. It's the sights from Kind here, whom Baldric is not scared, dives right on in, is able to get the DMAC actually. The bomb forced out from High Quality. Sleep onto Vimto. Need to follow up as well. The kill not gonna come through, able to get out. Oh, dueling Kitsune rushes here. The team's actually very split right now. We'll see Q has this overclock available. Not gonna have the Kitsune rush to work with it. Yeah, and actually not gonna be able to find anything with that. It's 2 members of Spectrum actually falling there. Eris stalling out the point as Lucio. Nice job there from Vimto. Gonna be LGM getting a bit of a regroup. We've got ults in the bank. Saucer has that nano. We've seen it go over onto High Quality, but we've also seen it go over onto Kind, so we'll see what that Ana's gonna opt to go for this time. Over onto the Diva. Immediate aggression. Baldric does get hit with the nade, but oh, and the sleep as well. That's really good to slow down the momentum. Nice headshot from Kind. Baldric not gonna have the opportunity to pop that Primal Rage. Is gonna have to wait for the respawn. Nice stick from Pred as well. The stagger kills coming out from LGM here, looking to finish Watchpoint Gibraltar with time in the bank, but the respawns are going to favor Spectrum. Nice dive from Baldric onto Saucer. With no Ana in the fight, LGM has no choice but to back up. Try to take another fight on Watchpoint. You have the Diva Bomb. Have that Kitsune Rush as well, but Spectrum doing a good job with their ultimates as well. Baldric does still have that Primal Rage available, has been able to create so much space with it. It's gonna be able to just zone out the supports. It's the nade as Baldric dives in. Saucer gonna fall though, so no Ana available for LGM. Kitsune Rush is committed as well, and that just seals it for LGM, going all the way back into the spawn doors. And Spectrum do that with just the Kitsune Rush from Vimto. You still have the beat from Eris. Baldric has that Primal Rage. Q's gonna have the overclock. Right, on the side of LGM. Fred is gonna swap off of that Tracer. Gonna move over onto the Soldier. And it's the Kitsune Rush to open things up here. Whoa, but Fred actually falling before they're able to make any use of the Kitsune Rush. Spectrum just getting a bit of a regroup. Trying to wait out the rush, but it's not enough. High Quality getting aggressive. Finds Eris, who had that beat. Sights available for Kind. See, oh, nice headshot onto Duck. Spectrum are going to try to get aggressive here. Eris is popping the beat. Unfortunately, Baldric again not able to get that Primal off before they die. And we're going into overtime now. It's just Saucer holding down the point, but has Kind backing them up on that Widowmaker. Overtime here. Now taking Duck has the first touch from Spectrum. Q's coming back. Has the overclock. Primal coming out from Baldric here. High Quality has to stay on this point. Can't leave despite the backline for LGM, just getting absolutely knocked around by this monkey. Nice nade from Saucer, will momentarily sleep. What a bubble coming out from Baldric right over onto the Diva Bomb. Q's gonna pick up 2, and it's looking very good for Spectrum. Gonna be able to win Watch Point Gibraltar, and with that win the T4 Grand Finals, becoming the champions. Very well played. GG, thank you for Scrim.
And with that, we will go ahead and choose our MVP. I hear Eris behind me going Marlo MVP, Marlo MVP. We can bring Marlo in, but I'm not declaring him our MVP given that he only played 1 map.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, chat, and I really don't want you to hate me, but I was like, what did Marlo play? I can't remember. What if Marlo was a support, right?
He played, I believe, Kiriko on map 1.
Okay. Well, valiant effort.
He played on map 2.
I respect. Yeah, we can
with
bring them in. That's
Marlo will come in just to say hi to chat. Who do we think is the most deserving of our Annihilation MVP for Grand Finals?
Wow, actually kind of hard. Honestly, everybody on this team.
You, but I feel everyone did so well.
I think Q did really good. I think Baldric did really good. Eris, I think that Eris did really incredible on that Lucio. I would maybe give it to the Lucio because we actually saw the beats coming out onto all 5 members of Spectrum pretty much every time. And every time Spectrum is using this beat, they're getting aggressive with it, right? You're not just using it in response to an ultimate, but you're actually using it to create an opening for your team to push forward. And there were so many fights that were won off the back of a beat that connected onto 5 members of Spectrum. So maybe I go for the Lucio player, but also Q had some really big plays as well, able to find so many of those opening picks in the fights, able to just take down their counterpart in the DPS really well.
I also want to point out that I believe Scared is currently low diamond, and this is a Masters division, so I also want to give him credit. He did very well in the competition he was up against.
The tank,
tank,
is it?
yeah.
The tank?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's impressive. They did really good on the Winston.
My vote would personally be either Baldric or Eris. But I'm biased because Eris is, my husband and lives behind me right now, so.
Well, Rain's not biased and doesn't know Eris, but Eris is my vote.
I think I am perfectly okay with that. They both have access to this voice chat, so I'm gonna have them both pop in and then we can harass them as soon as they get here, because the chat just wants to hear Marlo.
I guess so, yeah. I want to hear Marlo too. I don't know. Marlo's been real hyped up, so my expectations are pretty high right now.
I believe the first one is Eris, and there's Marlo.
Hello, hi.
So, Eris, you are the chosen MVP. Marlo, you were just here because the chat begged for you to be MVP, and we didn't feel we could give it to you with only having played 1 map, but we wanted you to be included.
I love that.
Marlo MVP. Marlo
It was
Give the
actually
people
very
what they
hard.
want.
It was very hard to decide between all of you.
It was. This was the team that had all-stars on every role. I'm impressed.
We did end up giving it to Eris, given that beat was the most crucial part of every single fight that it existed in. And you didn't Ajax. I'm so proud of you.
Yay.
Yay!
For those that don't know, last season he Ajaxed 3 times in 1 game. 1 map, actually.
I love that. Is the best thing on Lucio. That feels so good.
But with the both of you here, let's start with Marlo. Since you are not the MVP, we'll start with you. How did you enjoy grand finals. This is your first grand finals in Annihilation, I believe.
Yeah. It was fun. I think I played really well. The one map I played, so I had
What
fun.
a crowd
Go.
favorite.
Yeah,
Well, yes.
I love it. Okay, question for Marlo. I guess, so my understanding is that everybody that's in the lineup right now is going to be retiring. So I guess I'm just wondering, like, you have this grand championship title under your belt. What are your plans next? Are you going to join another team, or are you looking to take some time off? What are you looking to do now?
I'm still gonna be playing. I have another team that I play with currently with Cabo, and then I'm probably gonna play with Spectrum next season again. So
Love it.
yes.
I believe you also were going to play on Styx, too. On a different role, you were going to play DPS with us.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do that too.
Marlo Gaming over here. No wonder is a crowd favorite.
Yes,
With that
yes.
being said, Marla, you can stay and hang around for the rest of this if you'd like. But Eris, how did you enjoy playing potentially the last map that you will ever play in a league setting with those 4 other players?
I think it was something really special. There was a very, it was really fun, honestly. I think it was all about having just like some really good vibes, a really good mentality, and I think a lot of us had a chip on our shoulder. I mean, we made it all the way last season. We made it to grand finals, and we kind of got, we got beat pretty bad. So we really wanted this one, and I think it really showed.
Do you feel that you are going to continue on Spectrum next season? Are you going to stick to Styx? Are you looking to do other things other than Overwatch? Or what do you think?
I'm probably going to take more of a backseat role. I think there is a lot of really good talent out there that could fill up for Spectrum's place, but I think I can have more of an impact by going down and playing for Styx down in Tier 3. I would love to still have an active role in Spectrum, but I think taking a step back is the right thing to do. I mean, I've been playing competitive Overwatch for 6 years, and I think taking maybe a step back, start maybe bringing in some other talent, setting it up so that this organization can run long since after I retire. I think that's kind of the plan.
Love that.
Well, before we conclude any of this, Rain, do you have any other questions for Eris or Marlo?
Well, I guess for Eris, since I didn't ask Eris a question, out of all of like the compositions that your team that Spectrum was playing, which one did you feel that you were all the most comfortable on? You did really well on the dive. You did really well on like the more brawl style as well. So I guess just wondering like which is the preferred because they both looked so good.
I think we have to, if we're talking like most comfortable, I think it has to be that Winston dive. Scared is an incredible Winston. And then we just have a really good DPS line who can kind of follow in on that. And we have scrimmed a lot. We found a style that really works. I'm a rather aggressive Lucio at times, so being able to have having a composition that can really just, Scared can int his brains out. I can int my brains out, and Marlo's there to Suzu us when we eventually need it. I think that has been our bread and butter. And I think when Hazard came out, I think Scared picked it up really well. He picked it up really quickly. I think our DPS line did absolutely fantastic. So I think transitioning over towards like that more Hazard look, which is a little more brawly in addition to divey, was kind of, we were able to isolate their backline a lot better. The only thing that was not fun was the playing on 200 ping for 3 maps.
Right.
Only in overtime.
Only when you really needed it to be stable.
I was telling my team, I pressed B on what was it, Runasapi, and that last fight to sustain. And on my screen, when I pressed B, I was only at 80% charge. So.
Dang.
My goat.
Well, with that, you both are free to go. We're gonna finish up the stream, and thank you for playing in Tier 4 this season.
Yay!
Yay!
Alright.
Congrats!
Alright, go Spectrum.
Go
Spectrum, what's up?
Well, with that, we are done with today's stream. Our next stream is on Saturday with Tier 5 LGM Squad Grand Finals at 8 p.m. EST, and I believe I will be producing that one as well. Sunday will be our Tier 3 Grand Finals with UKMB and Styx, where you can catch Rain and Marlo co-commentating together with Rocky, our Australian producer.
Yay! Look forward to seeing you all again.
And we will catch you next time. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye!